starting?
I'm starting.
Oh, okay. I'm Glenneisha. I'm a senior.
I started playing basketball when my father and I, used to try to bond. And he taught me how to bounce the ball in the driveway when I was 6 years old. But eventually, we kept practicing and practicing. And I started to enjoy it. As I grew older, I played at YMCA with Coach Ty. I made this defensive play, which set off the entire court. Like, everybody just went crazy. Because I stole the ball, then I tiptoed on the sideline. And the love I got from it, he had stopped the play just to hug me. Like, that was a great play. And that type of motivation helped me to go on and continue playing. When I got to high school, I didn't know what my position would be, but I slowly discovered that during JV with Coach Jenkins. I started stealing balls like crazy, stealing them and defending very well, and that right there was what was I good at, I didn't play in college because you have a love for something when you're in high school or when you're younger, but when you get to college and when you grow older, it slowly fades away. And I was more focused on my academics. But I still kept the game in my heart and the lessons that it taught me. Discipline, attitude, patience, compassion, selflessness, all that translated to my journey as a quadriplegic. When I went to Florida A&M University, I was coming home with a few other students who I barely knew. And it was November 24th, I believe, or 23rd of 2010. We were driving, and I remember we had a stop at the gas station to stretch out. And when we got back in, I put my seatbelt on, but when I woke up, I was in the hospital. They told me that I flew out of the front shield 25 feet away from the accident. And I didn't know what was going on. And from my memory, all I remember was telling my mom that I'm coming home. She was telling me, no, just wait. And I was telling my friends, texting them, saying I'm on my way. But little did I know, I came, but in a different body. And when I woke up, I didn't know if I was alive or in a dream. But when I saw my mom, I knew I was safe, but something had terribly gone wrong. When the doctors told my mom to come out for a second, and I was looking baffled at first, but I figured it was the doctors telling her what's going on with me. When my mom broke down, I knew something was wrong. I found out through her eyes and the way the doctor said, "Can you feel this? Can you feel this?" I tried to speak, but they told me, well, you can't speak, so just nod your head. I wasn't aware of SCI or spinal cord injuries until it happened to me. When I found it out, I didn't know how I would deal with it, how I would mentally prepare myself, or where would I start. They gave us pamphlets of different therapy sessions and what I need to do in order to adapt to such a different life. So when we discovered one in Atlanta, I had to mentally prepare myself. I wasn't always excited about it. I didn't want to get up. I was being very depressed, sad, and I just wanted to not live anymore. But one night, something just hit me. And towards my release date of leaving Atlanta Shepherd Center, I got this different type of spirit. And it wasn't easy, and it wasn't overnight. But gradually, when I started to think about how I could still go to school and still do different things, I realized, I have to start thinking positive. After the therapy, when I got home, it wasn't smooth sailing, but I made a decision to enroll back in school at FIU, Florida International University, for psychology. And right then and there, I just knew I was ready for something else. And everything that happened to me, I documented in writing. And that got me to writing a book about it. And despite everything that was going on around me and how I looked physically, I could still make believers. I could still inspire and motivate people, though I'm not moving physically. And that was my goal, and that's what the love of basketball taught me as well. And with patience, I gradually got into therapy, and I went to NeuroFit, which was something like Shepherd, and I felt more at home with my therapist, Guy. And I never stopped going ever since. He made me feel comfortable, and he believed in me, despite how severe my injuries were. And I started to mentally get stronger. And I started to see him as my coach. Every time I go to therapy, I think about the gym sessions we did before games, during practice, before the season start, conditioning. So every time I go to therapy, I think about me prepping myself up for the game, and mentally and physically. When I lost the ability to play basketball, it hurt, but I found a new outlet. So I never played in a day in my life. But eventually and slowly, gradually, I started to progress. And at first I would get aggravated and say, I don't want to do it, it's not for me. But I learned patience from basketball. And slowly, when I started learning about how important and the power of patience is, I take my time with every piece I do for myself and for others. When I got the chance to paint on my me time, I decided to paint two great athletes, Michael Jordan and Muhammad Ali. They're both motivating and inspiring to many, and they're both challenging. And when I did it, I felt like, wow, if I could do this, I could do anything else. Those two pieces, those helped me understand that, sports has this great influence not only on me, but everyone else. In spite of everything that has happened to me, the love of basketball taught me the power of patience with painting, the power of resilience, never giving up, and most importantly, love.